Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Bayway Chevrolet. Come in and test drive the all-new Silverado today.
Welcome back to Chevy's Inside High School Sports on this Saturday morning. I'm Matt Musil. A homecoming queen kicking the game-winning field goal against an arch rival sounds like something out of a Disney movie. But that's exactly what happened last week for Pearland Dawson's Claire Jeffress. She played the starring role to perfection. We find out more in this week's Chevy Spotlight. Final minute. First place in the district standings on the line. It's time for the homecoming queen to shine. Wait, homecoming queen?
It's the longest field goal that I've had during a game.
That's right. Dawson kicker and homecoming queen Claire Jeffress kicked the game-winning field goal against rival Pearland.
It was awesome. My team supported me so much throughout this entire process. I was super excited just to be able to give back and help them get that win that we all wanted so badly.
It was pretty intense. Like, I could feel like I was hoping and praying that she made it, but I knew she would make it because I believed in it.
She's just another Dawson Eagle, just with her own locker room, but you know, she doesn't get rattled. She doesn't like really the spotlight on her just because she's a girl. You know, she goes out and does her job, and to come in that atmosphere and kick that field goal was huge.
While the field goal last Friday was certainly the biggest of her career, it's nothing new for Claire. Last year, she led all kickers in District 23-6A in scoring.
I've actually played soccer all of my life growing up. So in 7th grade, they didn't have a kicker on the team. And I knew the football coach because he was one of our teachers. So after talking to him, I decided to go out after volleyball practice and see if I wanted to play. So I tried out and I loved it. And so I started doing it in 7th grade and I just haven't stopped since then.
Claire hopes to play Division III soccer in college next year, but her focus this fall is squarely on football.
I see her out here working hard every day, kicking field goals, perfecting her craft, really.
We crowd people around her and scream and blow whistles and yell and throw hats, and you know, we try to create as much distraction as possible. But you know, it's never like being out there on the field at the rig, you know, with packed house in the Pearland game.
I do have to make my kicks, and they do expect me to, and they expect me to do my job just like any other boy on the team would. So once I started making my kicks and we all started getting used to each other, and we kind of gained a mutual respect towards each other. They knew I just came out here to do my job.
During pregame warm-ups, it's easy to spot the obvious difference in size between Claire and her teammates, but she never feels intimidated on the field.
When I step onto the field, seeing the line in front of me, seeing Payne and Spencer, they're really big guys, they're super strong, so I'm not scared because I know they're gonna block for me.
She's really nice. She brings the field goal unit, candy, every game.
All the team loves her. She's like a sister to everybody, and they take care of her and protect her and support her.
Claire says she hasn't heard much backlash from opponents, and sometimes they don't even realize they're up against the Eagles' girl power.
I'm obviously a lot shorter than a lot of these guys, and I have a braid, but just on the field sometimes you can't tell, so after going through they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's a girl.
There are, however, plenty of inspired young girls in the stands who know all about Claire and look up to her as a role model.
Oh man, there was people with I love Claire signs and all kinds of stuff. It's really awesome.
Every time she kicks, like, all the girls in the stands go crazy and scream her name.
There have been a lot of girls who have come up to me after the game, maybe people I know or people I don't know, and that I just thought it was super cool and wanted to meet me and stuff like that. So that's super exciting, knowing that I'm kind of helping pave a way for other girls who might want to do this.
Make no mistake though, Claire doesn't want to be seen as any different than her teammates. She appreciates the opportunity she's earned and hopes to blaze trails for other young girls to have a similar chance.
I'd say the big thing is go after what you want, but don't expect and don't ask for any special treatment. One of the big things with the coaches is I wanted to earn my spot, and I wanted to be the most consistent kicker, and I wanted to earn my way onto the field. I didn't want to be given it just because I was a girl.
I love that story, and best luck to Claire and the Eagles the rest of this season. Now let's head back to the gridiron for Thursday night highlights beginning in District 17-6A. 1 and 5 Cy Ridge desperately needs a win, taking on 3 and 3 Cy Creek. In the first quarter, Cy Ridge quarterback Justice Porter lofts a perfect pass downfield for Jacoby Jackson. He hauls it in for a 31-yard touchdown, and it's 7-0 Rams. It's 14-0 Rams in the second when Cy Creek finally gets on the board. Mateo Renteria delivers a dart to Gianardo Sutton for a 7-yard touchdown pass play, but the Cougars trail 20-7 at halftime. Cy Creek continues to chip away, though. Renteria tosses another touchdown to Sutton to trim the margin to 20-14. Then in the fourth, Renteria throws up a jump ball for Miles Battle, and he wins the battle. Nice grab right there for a 30-yard touchdown pass play, and Cy Creek takes its first lead 21-20. That duo isn't finished either. This looks like a replay. Again, Battle wins the battle. It's a 24-yard touchdown pass play, and Cy Creek goes up 28-20. Then Cy Creek's defense steps up. Here comes Darian Scranton from the blind side. Big hit. The ball comes loose, and Desmond Morris recovers for the Cougars. That leads to Renteria's 5th touchdown pass of the night. A juggling grab by Dawson Unruh, and Cy Creek improves to 4-3 with a 35-27 win over Cy Ridge. Langham Creek can wrap up a playoff spot with a win over Cy Springs, but the Lobos find themselves trailing 12-0 in the first quarter until Rashawn Hammonds gets Langham Creek on the board and cuts the Cy Springs lead to 12-7 with a 6-yard TD run. In the second, quarterback Chris Herron rolls out, connects with Golden Eek in the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown play. Lobos go up 14-12. Herron hasn't played much recently due to an injury, but he looks fine here on the short touchdown run as Langham Creek opens up the 21-12 halftime lead. Herron then shows off his arm in the second half. He goes deep downfield for Eek, 61 yards and a touchdown, and Langham Creek locks up a playoff berth with a 31-12 win over Cy Springs. Rosenberg Terry hosting Port Lavaca Calhoun, and it's homecoming for the Rangers. Terry leads 3-0 in the second when DeAndre Moore gets the pitch near midfield, and watch this run. Nowhere to go, right? Wrong. It looks like the entire Sand Crabs defense had him caged in, but Moore escapes and goes 53 yards for the touchdown. It's 10-0 Terry. Moving to the fourth, Terry's Paul Morales sets up the screen for Keontae Richardson, and Richardson navigates through traffic and takes it 37 yards for the touchdown. Rangers back in front, 17-14. Then the Terry defense comes up with its biggest play of the night. Robert Alexander scoops up the fumble, and the big fella looks to run. He will rumble 64 yards before he's finally pushed out at the 1-yard line. But Morales punches it in from there, and the Rangers hang on for a 24-14 win to improve to 3-2 in district play. Congratulations to all the teams who moved closer to a playoff spot this week as the regular season really starts to heat up.